Kigali Eye.
Rwanda, commonly known as the land of thousand hills, rolling hills, rows of volcanoes, colorful markets, and idyllic lakes, make it one of the most beautiful and unique countries on earth. Rwandan customs, culture, and historical context are specific to the country itself. Rwanda is not a homogeneous nation of poor, uneducated, and traumatized people in need of Western aid. Contrary, Rwanda, the landlocked African country, is truly vibrant, diverse, and on the move. Its stunning scenery and warm, friendly people offer unique experiences in one of the most remarkable countries in the world. Dubbed Singapore of Africa, Rwanda is believed to be among the best countries in the world where any person can call home. This country, geographically small in Africa, with one of the highest population densities in sub-Saharan Africa, is bounded to the north by Uganda, to the east by Tanzania, to the south by Burundi, and to the west by the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you book for a visit to this amazing African nation, here are some tips for you. Bring plastic bags. Rwanda is incredibly clean, and its capital city is among the cleanest, safest, and smartest cities in the world. Unlike many of its African neighbors, litter is rarely found on the streets, and huge countrywide efforts are made to promote environmental activism, programming, and awareness. The Rwandan government, in order to curb landfills and promote sustainable living, banned plastic bags countrywide in 2008. So don't be that tourist who tries to sneak in one. Not only will it likely be confiscated at the airport, but you also be going against one of the coolest and impactful environmental
Kigali
laws
Eye.
on the continent. Expect everyone to speak English. To be fair, a lot of people in Rwanda do speak English. Rwanda is an incredible multicultural and multilingual country with Kinyarwanda, Kiswahili, French, and English spoken widely. However, English is not as common outside of larger cities, so don't assume that local shopkeeper in a rural town far outside of Kigali will be fluent in English and then get frustrated when they're not. Eat only international cuisines. Rwanda has a lot to offer to the discerning traveler on the food front. From homemade pizzas, decadent ice creams, fresh sushis, and the warming French food and snacks packages, they are all available all over Kigali. However, while traveling to Rwanda, spend some more time enjoying local specialties. Pochette, grilled meat or fish on a stick, akabenz, roasted and marinated pork, and different vegetables
Kigali
and
Eye.
dishes can be found across the country, and besides being very, very tasty, it will only add to your traveling experience. Eat in public. Eating in public, even if it's a cookie, an apple, or an energy bar, is frowned upon in Rwanda. Tourists might be able to get away with it more in Kigali, but outside the city, it will be considered fairly disrespectful. Instead, eat meals in the privacy of a restaurant, a hotel room. According to the Rwandan culture, food and drinks are more very important elements to our lives. So, it is better to respect the moment of taking or sharing food or drinks. So, it is so rare to find a person who eats in public areas in Kigali. Don't be that person. Rwanda, commonly known as the land of thousand hills, rolling hills, rows of volcanoes, colorful markets, and idyllic lakes make it one of the most beautiful and unique countries on earth. Rwandan customs, culture, and historical context are specific to the country itself. Rwanda is not a homogeneous nation of poor, uneducated, and traumatized people in need of Western aid. Contrary, Rwanda, the landlocked African country, is truly vibrant, diverse, and on the move. Its stunning scenery and warm, friendly people offer unique experiences in one of the most remarkable countries in the world. Dubbed Singapore of Africa, Rwanda is believed to be among the best countries in the world where any person can call home. This country, geographically small in Africa, with one of the highest population densities in sub-Saharan Africa, is bounded to the north by Uganda, to the east by Tanzania, to the south by Burundi, and to the west by the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you book for a visit to this amazing African nation, here are some tips for you. Bring plastic bags. Rwanda is incredibly clean, and its capital city is among the cleanest, safest, and smartest cities in the world. Unlike many of its African neighbors, litter is rarely found on the streets, and huge countrywide efforts are made to promote environmental activism, programming, and awareness. The Rwandan government, in order to curb landfills and promote sustainable living, banned plastic bags countrywide in 2008. So don't be that tourist who tries to sneak in one. Not only will it likely be confiscated at the airport, but you also be going against one of the coolest and impactful environmental laws on the continent. Expect everyone to speak English. To be fair, a lot of people in Rwanda do speak English. Rwanda is an incredible multicultural and multilingual country with Kinyarwanda, Kiswahili, French, and English spoken widely. However, English is not as common outside of larger cities, so don't assume that local shopkeeper in a rural town far outside of Kigali will be fluent in English and then get frustrated when they're not. Eat only international cuisines. Rwanda has a lot to offer to the discerning traveler on the food front. From homemade pizzas, decadent ice creams, fresh sushis, and the warming French food and snacks packages, they are all available all over Kigali. However, while traveling to Rwanda, spend some more time enjoying local specialties. Pochette, grilled meat or fish on a stick, akabenz, roasted and marinated pork, and different vegetables and potato dishes can be found across the country, and besides being very, very tasty, it will only add to the traveling experience. Eat in public. Eating in public, even if it's a cookie, an apple, or an energy bar, is frowned upon in Rwanda. Tourists might be able to get away with it more in Kigali, but outside the city, you'll be considered fairly disrespectful. Instead, eat meals in the privacy of a restaurant, a hotel room. According to the Rwandan culture, food and drinks are more very important elements to our lives. So, it is better to respect the moment of taking or sharing food or drinks. So, it is so rare to find a person who eats in public areas in Kigali. Don't be that person. Rwanda, commonly known as the land of thousand hills, rolling hills, rows of volcanoes, colorful markets, and idyllic lakes make it one of the most beautiful and unique countries on earth. Rwandan customs, culture, and historical context are specific
Kigali
to the
Eye.
country itself. Rwanda is not a homogeneous nation of poor, uneducated, and traumatized people in need of Western aid. Contrary, Rwanda, the landlocked African country, is truly vibrant, diverse, and on the move. Its stunning scenery and warm, friendly people offer unique experiences in one of the most remarkable countries in the world. Dubbed Singapore of Africa, Rwanda is believed to be among the best countries in the world where any person can call home. This country, geographically small in Africa, with one of the highest population densities in sub-Saharan Africa, is bounded to the north by Uganda, to the east by Tanzania, to the south by Burundi, and to the west by the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you book for a visit to this amazing African nation, here are some tips for you. Bring plastic bags. Rwanda is incredibly clean, and its capital city is among the cleanest, safest, and smartest cities in the world. Unlike many of its African neighbors, litter is rarely found on the streets, and huge countrywide efforts are made to promote environmental activism, programming, and awareness. The Rwandan government, in order to curb landfills and promote sustainable living, banned plastic bags countrywide in 2008. So don't be that tourist who tries to sneak in one. Not only will it likely be confiscated at the airport, but you'll also be going against one of the coolest and impactful environmental laws on the continent. Expect everyone to speak English. To be fair, a lot of people in Rwanda do speak English. Rwanda is an incredible multicultural and multilingual country with Kinyarwanda, Kiswahili, French, and English spoken widely. However, English is not as common outside of larger cities, so don't assume that local shopkeeper in a rural town far outside of Kigali will be fluent in English and then get frustrated when they're not. Eat only international cuisines. Rwanda has a lot to offer to the discerning traveler on the food front. From homemade pizzas, decadent ice creams, fresh sushis, and the warming French food and snacks packages, they are all available all over Kigali. However, while traveling to Rwanda, spend some more time enjoying local specialties. Brochette, grilled meat or fish on a stick, akabenz, roasted and marinated pork, and different vegetables and potato dishes can be found across the country, and besides being very, very tasty, it will only add to the traveling experience. Eat in public. Eating in public, even if it's a cookie, an apple, or an energy bar, is frowned upon in Rwanda. Tourists might be able to get away with it more in Kigali, but outside the city, you'll be considered fairly disrespectful. Instead, eat meals in the privacy of a restaurant, a hotel room. According to the Rwandan culture, food and drinks are more very important elements to our lives. So, it is better to respect the moment of taking or sharing food or drinks. So, it is so rare to find